Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Got a car to sell but no time to waste? Hop on to Carvana.com to get a real offer for your car in seconds. All you have to do is enter your license plate, answer a few quick questions, and if you accept the offer, Carvana will pay you as soon as you hand the keys over. They even offer same-day pickup in many cities. Save your time, score some cash, and sell your car the convenient way to Carvana. Pickup times vary. Fees may apply.
You don't technically need this car. You say that out loud to yourself. You say, I have no space. You say, I'm just looking. Then you click. Then you zoom in on photo number 87 and whisper, oh no. Then you text a friend, the one who always enables you. You say to yourself, this is the last one, knowing it is not. You don't need this car. But maybe, just maybe, this car needs you. Bring a trailer. It's never just a car.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
¿Hablas español?
Sprichst du Deutsch?
Kann du Norsk?
If you used Babbel, you would. Babbel's conversation-based techniques teaches you useful words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world, with lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts and voiced by real native speakers. Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/Spotify. Spelled BABBEL.com/Spotify. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man. Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Eric Oakrey, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Normally serving up that delicious Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid. You guys know how we do. Drink it in, man. Double-sided cornbread.
Cornbread!
But I gotta admit, it's not very crispy cold. It's not, the cornbread's not buttery. Like, I'm upset because I don't know what team I saw on Sunday at 425. I don't know what happened to my college team on Saturday. I lost a bunch of fantasy football matchups at the buzzer. Like, I'm not in a good mood today, but we're here on the show, and I'm in a kind of a good mood because we got the one and only at Chops in the D here on the show. He's probably going to ramp me up a lot, get me all turned around, let me loose so I can get after it here on the microphone, as well as probably try to calm me down. But our Lions are 0-1. Awful loss in Green Bay. We're here to talk all about it. Choppy Chop, you're there. You said you're ready. I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm bringing it here on the show. Let's go.
Oakrey, it's good to be back together after some of those solo shows. I think you're holding down the flagship show last week or 2 weeks in a row, and I've been knocking out those Kool-Aid packets for the people, keeping it live, keeping it going 3 times a week for the people. You know, that's who we do it for. You know, we're busy men. We got lots of running around to do. We got jobs. You know, we got kids. We got sports. All this stuff. But you know what? We're here to talk about the Lions. And if you are down in the dumps, my friend, I am here to pick you up by the bootstraps and get you ready for this amazing tailgate we got coming on Sunday.
I hope so, because that game Sunday afternoon was hit it, Charles.
That's terrible.
Exactly. I might have to use that a couple times. But, Chops, I think what we got to do is like the Oakrey. I know you did your packet. You're very measured. Hey, the positives. Hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Like, I got to do the Oakrey summary of the few main points in the game that I think need some time. We don't need to go through everything. The people know what happened. And then we've got some news and notes to talk about. And I think we need to spend a little time on the back portion, getting people excited for Detroit versus Benedict, as well as the tailgate, the Lions home opener at Ford Field, Sunday at 1 p.m. Buddy, what do you say? I don't think we got time to mess around. Let's get into this.
You know we don't have time to mess around. What else do you want me to say other than woo? Let's go.
Hashtag choppy liking.
Everybody, like, again, I'm upset, but it is fun doing this show. We're going to try to entertain today. So, Chops, this is the Oakrey kind of recap. I tried to go back and watch this game. I couldn't watch it. I've got the NFL Pro now, which is incredible. You can watch the All 22. It's got the rewind, the fast forward, the incredible features. Love all that. I got the NFL Plus Premium, where I can watch the condensed version of the game, which I attempted to, and I made it about 10 minutes in. I couldn't do it. This was a bad watch. And the reason was the first drive, when Green Bay gets the football, they converted two, like, 3rd and 10s, one of which being the touchdown, right over Jack Campbell's shoulder, right in front of my boy BB. From Jordan Love to your boy, the tight end. Nobody cares. The Lions had opportunities to get off the field right there, and they don't get it done. I mean, just inexcusable early in the game, putting you down 7-zip. Then you give up a field goal 10-zip. Really? In the first quarter, we put up a goose. And then I got my boy BB ripping off helmets, throwing them into the third row. Like, is this really what was happening early in this football game's, Chops, before Jake Bates hit a field goal to make it 10-3, where everybody's like, okay, here we come, we got this. Do I have it right so far?
Yeah. The only thing I have to add to the dampering of the Kool-Aid here is it was actually 3 3rd and 10 or longer that the Green Bay Packers converted on the first drive, including the touchdown pass. So, we should have been off the field several times on that first drive, and we just got kicked right in the mouth.
Oh, Charles.
That's terrible.
Talk to me. Hey, you know what else was terrible, Chops? Terrion Arnold. We stick up for this guy. We tried thinking of a nickname. We're continuing to try. We're just going with the TA. We're hearing he's going to be a Pro Bowler. He's going to do this, going to do that. He's the best on the microphone when it comes to interviews. My man was getting roasted, toasted, and extra crispy. Like, this guy wasn't even in the screen half the time. He got beat up over the top for a touchdown. There was 2 or 3 catches right in front of him for first downs. And then, oh, my growing hurts. I heard it, like... Now he's out again, injured. Like, what is happening with TA? Like, I still love the guy, the player. I'm glad he's on our team. I have high hopes, but this was not only a bad game, it's another bad injury. It's a bad performance. Like, I was very disappointed at that. 17-3 at the half. Cheddarhead's mozzarella sticks over those lines. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was a tough go, man. I mean, again, I think I texted you. I think it was the second touchdown drive early in the second quarter. I'm like, hey, we going to cover anybody in the middle of the field here? Like, actually, no, that one was only 2 plays. 2 plays, 65 yards, boom, tug. And, you were just like, okay, cool. 48-yard pass deep to Dobbs. And then I think it was a 17-yard pass to Jalen Reed. But again, like this, it was just like the secondary, middle of the field, Swiss cheese. Like, pun intended, it wasn't cheddar, it was Swiss. But it was brutal, man. And look, you brought it up, so I'm gonna dive into it. I think there's a reason why we looked better in the second half, and it's because Carry On wasn't on the field, and instead Amik Roberts was in his spot. And I know people don't want to hear that because we got high hopes. We love the kid, but man, TA gets hurt, and all of a sudden we can start covering people. That's a bit dicey.
Charles, what do you think?
That's terrible.
Yeah, I understand. I got it in my head, dude.
Oh my goodness. Chops, the Oak Reeve rant/review continues. How about my boy, Brian Branch? This guy undercuts a crossing route, makes the pick, gets to his feet, stumbles and bumbles, works his way around to the house, scores a touchdown in the third quarter, kind of mid to late third quarter, whatever it was. This would have made the game 13-17. We got a whole new ball game. But then what do you think happened? The Zebras got involved like they always do. Cleet Blakeman found some boola flag that he made the call on. Are you kidding me? Come on, Charles.
That's terrible.
Oh, my guy freaking goes to the house, puts up a touchdown. Incredible pick. I went and watched this back, actually, because it was so incredible. Horizontal dive, undercut, just like he did a couple times last year. Fully extended pick, and then for him to get to the end zone was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that was one of those.
Claptrap here. 2 big things are coming this fall. Borderlands 4 and Spotify Wrapped. So stop listening to that one playlist that reminds you of your ex who only made you cry. Talking about you, Veronica. And pre-order Borderlands 4, coming out September 12th.
Rated mature.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
This school year, let the Walmart app ace your kid's favorite subject, snack time. With Nature Valley Crunchy Granola and Danimals smoothies they'll actually wake up for. Craft Lunchables for a truly refined cafeteria palate, or Gatorade for when they take Capture the Flag a bit too seriously. Get all their on-the-go cravings delivered right to your door, just in time for that opening bell. New school year, all the snacks. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Leading a business today means constantly adapting. On the Executive Insights podcast, brought to you by AWS, global leaders share how they're making tough calls, testing bold ideas, and putting innovation into practice, generative AI included. If you're looking for real stories behind what's working, this is it. Subscribe to the Executive Insights podcast today, available now on all major podcast platforms.
If you thought goldenly breaded McDonald's chicken couldn't get more golden, think Golder, because new sweet and smoky special edition gold sauce is here. Made for your chicken favorites at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Ones where it was just tough to see after he started running and scrambling, and I'm like, oh, he's going to take this to the house. I'm like, there's going to be a flag here. There's going to be something. Then they, of course, they clip Aiden with the ridiculous, well, you can't touch the quarterback even though he's trying to tackle a guy now. He's still untouchable. Put him in bubble wrap. Like, boo crap.
That's terrible.
Just awful rule. I don't even know if it's a rule. I think Cleat made it up along the way. It was like, oh, Jordan Love was defenseless. I'm like, well, actually, he was engaged in the play. If you see, he actually makes contact with another player earlier on. But then when we hit him to block him, all of a sudden it's a problem. So, just nonsense. Again, like you said, that makes it 13-17. And we scored the same amount of points as they did in the second half, 10-10. So, a tide turn like that, and all of a sudden, a touchdown for us instead of I think a field goal for them. And here we go. Like, it's a totally different game, totally different score. So very, very frustrating to watch, BB getting his hands on the ball like we like to see, making up for that stupid penalty he took earlier. And of course, all for naught with the home cooking refs.
Choppy Chop, I'm a little fired up if you can't tell, but while we're at this point in the game, before we finish this out and move on to better things, I got to get a couple things in from our buddy Wagner here on the show. Now, Wagner, I brought him up. He talks a lot of junk. He sends me texts. He says he's going to come on the show. He says he has takes, opinions, whatever. I said, call the hotline. Do your thing. Bring it. Wagner, I hate to break it to you live on air here. You did call the show. You did leave a voicemail. you didn't bring it. I can't put it on the show, but you did ask for this drop. So BB took it to the house, went to the end zone. I mean, he went to the pay window.
Going to the pay one.
Thanks, Benny. You wanted that, so I got that for you. But Wagner also wanted me to ask at Chops in the D this. He wants to know, has your boy Jared Goff seen the weight room in his life? He hit me on this with text. I'm like, now that's a take. I will use that on the show. Let me pull this up, actually. He says he's rewatching the tape. He says he needs me to ask Choppy Chop, has JG16 ever worked out in the offseason ever? He says, I think his wife is faster than Jared Goff. Guy looks stuck in mud. You want me to keep going? He says he's got to do work in the offseason. Like, what is going on with the old man's stomach, the no arms, the no speed? He just looked lost in this game, like he didn't care. Talk about your quarterback. Back him up, because he, along with everybody else on the team, was so lackluster in this game. I'm all out of Kool-Aid on this episode.
Usually I choose to not acknowledge ridiculous takes of, is Jared Goff in the weight room? Like, dude, I don't need Jared Goff to be muscular. I need Jared Goff to be a stand in the pocket quarterback, to get the ball to his receivers when he needs to be able to throw dimes and win games. I don't care if he can bench 250. I don't care if he can bench 25. I don't give a rip. I don't care if he can run a 440, 40. I don't care about that either. Is he a winner? Yes. Has he dragged this team up from the depths of hell? In this Detroit, in this regime, but before, yes, he is the man. Don't be dogging on the hashtag Goff train, because again, if you didn't notice, Wags, I keep receipts. I don't want your boola support when it comes to Jared Goff. You don't get to join the Goff train. You're off, bro. You're off.
Easy, Chop. He's a family show. But in all fairness to Wagner, he ended the text with, just do some plyos, please, something in the offseason. I thought it was a good take. I really did. I mean, a little something, a little bit of a workout would maybe help.
Maybe if Jared Goff comes out during the warm-up and does a 4-minute plank, Wagner will feel better about what happened after we whoop on the Bears. Yes. Whoop-de-doo, Bizzle.
Some type of cardio, weightlifting, better spirals. I mean, a sense of urgency, something would be good. So, I mean, TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I hope he plays and is in good physical condition.
I want to pose a question to your boy Wagner here, the mystery of Wagner. Like, how much does it matter? Does it matter if Jared Goff can bench 500 pounds when he's got 3 offensive linemen blocking 1 flipping dude and 3 other guys coming in completely unabated? Oh, and by the way, no one open out in the secondary. How is that going to help if he can bench 550 there?
I mean, I don't want to speak for Wagner, but maybe if the man would have done a couple sit-ups, maybe a push-up or 2, maybe that would have helped, as well as who's making these line calls. Maybe it's JG16, maybe it's the quarterback that had some of those communication problems that were causing issues in this game. I don't know, just saying. But Wagner, we gave you like a 10th of a segment. We can't play that voicemail because you didn't bring Wagner. Remember the days when the Pistons were winning championships and we were leaving crazy voicemails, live phone calls, ranting and raving about the game? That's the type of energy I need. What I'm bringing today, that's what you need to get on this show. Anybody else that wants to call the hotline, do gimmicks, make us laugh, have an opinion, bring some energy, we will put you on. But if it's not good enough, it's not good enough. Just saying. So I got that in. Choppy, let me finish this out because I'm looking at my notes here, which are very limited, if you can't tell. 24-6 after a Josh Jacobs just walk-in touchdown from, I don't know, the 1, the 3, the 5, however long it was. I mean, this was embarrassing. He just sauntered into the end zone on us to make it 24-6. But then I was just more pissed because the Lions made no attempt whatsoever to compete. It just felt like the whole game, they're just down by multiple scores, no sense of urgency. I saw nothing creative, no grit, no toughness. Just even late in the game, it's like 24-6, and they're kind of just dinking their way down the field. Like, are you trying for the 13-point play? Is this rock and jock? Like, what are we trying to do here? Because you're definitely not trying to win this football game. You're not really trying to do anything. Oh, wow, but look, Ray, they threw it to Tesla. He had a one-hander. Did you see? Yeah, I don't care. That meant nothing to me. And why did the man play 3 plays the whole game? Like, everything about this game got me upset. I'm a little bit pissed, if you can't tell. Like, this is not how I wanted to start the season. It's not how I thought we'd start the season. We damn sure better not play like this the next few games or at all ever again like we did on Sunday. Absolutely, positively. Tell him, Charles.
That's terrible.
You okay there, buddy? Do you need a breath? Do you need a little sip of Kool-Aid? Does somebody need to fill up this man's glass of Kool-Aid?
Cornbread.
Oh man, Choppy, what do you got? That's all I got.
Listen, Okrie, it'll be okay. All right, look, I know it's one game. It was very disappointing, but also like I can't. I don't know. I've had a really hard time on the socials here this week.
What if buying a new appliance felt like a win for your home and your wallet? Save up to 50% plus up to an extra $600 on select major appliances at the Best Buy Appliances Labor Day sale. Learn more at bestbuy.com. Best Buy, imagine that.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good, it doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean. It's that jiffing good. Get your Jif at Jif.com.
Wherever Bud goes, his harmonica goes with him. It's a pocket full of soul. Now he's living with prostate cancer. He asked his doctor about Xtandi enzalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Xtandi.com.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Life gets easier with great assists, and State Farm is here to dish one your way. Get in touch over the phone or on the app to get the teammate you need. State Farm with the assist. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability and eligibility vary by state.
Because people are acting like it's just like the season is over. You got Dan Orlovsky. I've lost faith in the Lions. Chris Collinsworth. Man, the Packers clearly won this division. Blah, blah, blah. This is all because of Micah Parsons. I get to hear about that noise all the way. Okay, like, guys, it's one game. It's one game. You know that Dan freaking Campbell is not going to accept this. He's not going to just sit back and go, well, okay, whatever. Like, he's going to get back to work. The grit's going to be back in town. We're coming to Ford Field. And this better be extra motivation for the Lions faithful. All you fans who are attending this game, including you and me, Okrie, you better be screaming. You better be standing. You better be shouting. You better be rooting and hooting, rollering and hollering, just like we did for the playoff game when the Bears are on offense so that we can drown them out. I want to see the 12th man on the field. You better bring it, Ford Field, because I don't want to hear any noise about Green Bay. It's on to the Bears.
All right, Chops, you brought it there. You got me in a little bit better mood. Let's do this. Let me take a pause. I need a few more breaths, maybe a little more Kool-Aid. Get me going. Back half of the show, we have a certain receiver that got paid that we got to talk about. We got takes. We got thoughts on that. I know the people want to hear that. I mean, you know who the people are, right, Chops?
And the people consist of the millions
Millions and millions, so we'll get into that. We do need to talk more about the tailgate. We got the primo spot. We love to see the people, the Kool-Aid drinkers, the loyal diehards of this show, as well as Lions fans, swing through. And then we'll do almost like a little whooping it up about the Bears, and then we're going to do a Kool-Aid packet on the Bears game. We're going to do a recap on how we whooped up on the Bears and how great the tailgate was on Monday. So much to do, man. I feel like I got a lot off my chest. I feel better. I'm still frustrated, but I think I'm going to be happy early next week, buddy.
You're going to be feeling really good on Sunday. When we hit that tailgate, we'll be up at 4 a.m., whatever time it is. We're going to be hitting the lot. We're going to dive into all this stuff here. We're going to be serving up Kool-Aid packets that taste like victory.
Everybody, get a fresh glass, get a pitcher of that Kool-Aid out, pull out a double-sided cornbread out of the oven. Everybody, be right back. All right, everybody. This goes out to my fantasy football fans out there. Now, you probably heard about Reality Sports Online, the most powerful fantasy sports platform where owners can build and manage their fantasy team like a real NFL general manager. But the question is, have you tried it? I mean, we're talking free agency, multi-year contracts, rookie drafts, multi-team trades. You can put franchise tags on guys. It's as close as you're going to get to being an NFL GM. But do you think it sounds complicated? It's not. I'm here to tell you it's the best thing about Reality Sports Online is it's just more fun than your normal fantasy league, but it doesn't take barely any more time. After all this, are you still not sure? I mean, come on now. You can test your general manager skills by going over to Reality Sports Online, call it RSO. Please go check out realitysportsonline.com right now. Kool-Aid drinkers, we're back. Thank you so much for checking out the show, repping the show, sharing the show, retweeting the show, hollering at the show. Get after the Kool-Aid hotline. You know what it is. 989-272-3484. You know that's Kevin Smith, Herman Moore at the end. You can leave a voicemail, you can text, you can try to make us laugh if it's good enough. We will play it on the show, Wagner. Sorry. Wasn't your best, but I know you can bring it, and you may have a cameo here on the show. We'll keep that as TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I think one day it'll go well. This just wasn't your best effort. But we did give you a couple minutes of Yaxo and Jared Goff take from Chops, which I'm sure you appreciated. Now, Chops, I found myself in that first segment, like, really ranting and raving, going crazy. And, like, tell me if I'm wrong that, like, Lions fans in general, people we know, people on the Twitterverse, the X Machine, like, much more apt to pop off and go crazy and holler and scream and think everything's going, south when we lose. Like, all those dubskis, all those, how do we call them on the show? Easy dubs for the Lions. Like, I feel like that's when you don't hear from people. It's just straight up crickets out there. I mean, it's like, where are you? Where is everybody? Oh, we won, so there's nothing to talk about. We take it for granted, whereas you lose and the world's going crazy, especially in the National Football League. Am I right on this, or do you see it the other way, where, like, we put up wins and everybody's just dancing in the streets, hollering, super happy? I feel like it's more the other way, but we're so used to winning that we're getting in that mode now. It's flipped here after this game one. We got a goose egg in the win column.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, Okra. We were talking during the commercial break where the people were getting all our sponsors in there and listening to all those amazing supporters of the show. Last year it was like we were spoiled, right? We got to talk about 15 easy dubs for the Lions and only 2 losses. And, you get a little spoiled there. And then, like, we start off the season on a bad note, and all of a sudden I'm getting Twitter messages from people that I haven't seen in like 4 years. Like, oh my gosh, Choppy, what's going on? Oh, this and this. Jared Goff sucks again. I'm like, people, like, Where were you last year when we were 15-2 and in the number 1 seed? Where were you the year before that? Where we, we're the kings in the north, okay? Like, celebrate that a little bit. I don't want to call anybody out, but there's a couple of nice, fine-looking ladies out there, maybe by the name of Natalie, that have also been a little bit of a negative Natalie here the last couple of days on the Twitterverse. So let's go, people. You got to turn this around. You got to drink that Honolulu Blue flavored Kool-Aid during the wins, during the losses, during the high times, and during the low times.
Was that a reference? Do we have to let the great Natalie Sparbeck know what's up?
We might. I had to like stop retweeting some of her stuff because she was just getting so down in the dumps. I wanted to I wanted to pick up the phone and serve her a virtual Kool-Aid here. Like, come on now, have a double-sided cornbread. It's gonna be okay.
It sounds like you said we got a reminder too. What we are back-to-back Kings of the North.
The king in the north. The king in the north.
Exactly. So I think we're going to be good. I just want people to whoop it up when we win, talk smack, have fun, laugh, enjoy our football team. And then, you can pull an Oakrey. And if we are absolutely terrible.
That's terrible.
In Green Bay, don't show up, don't show grit, don't fight, can't score points, can't cover a coffee table, Terrion Arnold, can't do anything defensively. Like, yes, you can be honest and call that out as well. Just gotta be both, man. It can't be all or one way or the other. So,
Oakrey,
yes.
I think I heard breaking news. I heard Dan Campbell's on the hot seat. Did you see that?
That's not rumoring the window.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team? We can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes. Teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at uhc.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
I was deep in it, gaming on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Unfolding the screen made it twice as big and so immersive, I kinda lost myself. Might have trolled a little too close to the sun. Someone in the chat told me to touch grass, so I took my Z Fold 7 outside and kept playing. Still won, got a tan, and a nice little reset. Powerful processor, realistic graphics, you stay locked in, streak stays alive. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
It's not even a record scratch. Where's my other? It's not the sad music. It's not the horn. We have a drop somewhere for that. I mean, I can't find it. I mean, it drives me freaking bonkers.
It drives me freaking bonkers.
I got to get that one in when I can. But yeah, all these takes where it's just like people just saying our season's over and it's ridiculous. Like, I'm not there. I just couldn't come in here and give all the flowery, oh wow, the catch, and wow, we had a couple plays to Sammy Biscuits for all the Laporta supporters. Like, we can't talk about that. But Chops, let's do the people solid. I got so many more shout outs, so many more things I could probably work into the show. But before we get to Benedict, the shirts, the signs, the tailgate, the game, the everything that's going on next Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m., like, I know you either wanted to talk about, or I've got plenty to say about Jameson Williams, 3 years, $83+ million extension, plus he's here for 2 more years. It keeps him here to 2029. Like, what are you thinking, man? What's your take?
Yeah, I think that's going to end up looking like a really nice deal, considering that the details of this contract and the breakdown is actually pretty tough to get to right now. I don't know if those are officially released yet, but I mean, everybody knows or should know that, hashtag Jamo Fast is on the books for like $15.5 million next year. And then once you get up into the, 27, 28, 29, I think an average of 27 mil, it really isn't going to be too bad with the way the cap keeps going up and up and up. I know you hate it when players get paid. You hate seeing a big 69 million next to my boy, Jared Goff. But, I think it was a nice number for him. They kept him underneath Amon-Ra, right where he belongs. Again, I think in 2027, if I'm trying to do some math here. So I think Amon-Ra gets paid like 29 that year. His is kind of funky because he has a decent chunk of payday. But like, look, Hutch's number is going to blow that out of the water, and we have to be a little bit smart. I think there's a reason why they're saving all the salary cap space to carry it forward. But I am A-okay with hashtag JamoFast getting pizzade before the season, because I told you, I've said it 100 times. I've said it on multiple packets. I said it on previews, on game previews. It's Waymo season, and Jamo Fast is going to break out this year.
I was looking for this drop a moment ago, and I think I found it. Like, this is what I thought when I looked at my phone, Sunday morning, Saturday night, whenever this went down. And then I hate to admit it to the people, because I was the guy that drafted Jamo live on the mic. I love the kid. I love his speed, his swagger, his ability, but I kind of felt this.
What the hell are you doing?
I mean, I was like...
what the hell?
Like, that's a lot of dough. Like, the dude, had off the field. He's proved himself. Detroit loves him. Don't get me wrong. I hate to have this take, but I haven't heard anybody say it. Like, I personally feel like you had to pay guys like Hutch, Brian Branch, and even the Laporta types more so than give Jamo 2 years currently, 3 more. People talking about it a bargain like you just did. 25, 28, 30, 35, probably when it's all said and done per. I know you need receivers, but we've been telling people you don't build your team on two $30 million wideout when you can't get after the quarterback. You need corners that can cover. You need players like BB that don't get in any issues off the field. Like, I just don't see how you give out this contract, then you give out a Buco Bucks Hutch contract, then you keep Brian Branch, then you find a way to keep Mr. Biscuits here. Like, I feel like this canceled at 1 or 2 of those deals, and we pretty much know it's not going to cancel Hutch's, but I was very surprised by this move. The dollars, the years, and he's absolutely going to have to ball out from a stat perspective, because as much as he was 1,000 yards, he barely got over 1,000. He had what? Less than 50 catches. Like, he found the end zone 7 times. So this isn't a player that's now making $28 million that had a 1,400-yard season, 12 touchdowns, a bunch of 50-yard bomb scores. Like, that's not what it was. So they are banking that he is going to get those big plays. He's going to put up the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs numbers. And then this is going to look like a discount. So I'm not mad at Jamo. I'm not mad he's here because he's a good football player and he's got elite speed. But I didn't love the number, the years, or the timing, because I felt like there were other deals I'd be focusing on instead of this one. He better prove them right.
My only counter to that, Okri, is, again, if my capulation is correct here, in 2027, when this deal actually goes into effect, the cap is probably going to be around like $335 million. And yes, I know salaries are inflation is going up. Hutch is going to cost you. Oh God, Hutch is going to cost you. Like, we're talking 200 million. Who knows what that's going to be look like. And I know you want BB, and I know but again, this regime has proven that they're going to sign their own. They're going to draft well. They're going to keep developing their own guys. They're going to sprinkle in a free agent here or there. They're not going to make a big splash and reach for another guy. So,
Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Enjoy complimentary access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
As a scientist, I can tell you that Sundays are only 24 hours long. But with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday all in one place. That's upwards of 30 hours of NFL in one day. How can there be 30 hours in 24 hours, you ask? I have a theory. Magic. New users get NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 per month. Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games and commercial use. Terms and embargoes apply. Availability varies.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Hello, Nigel here. As an owl, I love to be awake all night, but allergy sufferers like you probably don't feel the same. So take Xyzal at night to relieve allergies while you sleep. Then wake up fully refreshed for a more productive day. Xyzal works fast and offers 24-hour continuous relief from sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat, so you can enjoy doing the things you love all day long. Be wise all. Take Xyzal at night. Use as directed. Starts working in 45 minutes.
Icy Hot Pro with 2 max strength pain relievers. Targets multiple pain receptors. Ice works fast. Heat makes it last.
It's hard because the number seems really big, right? 27 million, 3 years ago, you're like, the top wide receiver doesn't make even close to that. So it's really tricky to balance that. But if we continue to draft well, which we've done, if we continue to develop from within, we'll be okay. And I think that they wanted to pay him now versus let him blow up, let him get 1,400 yards, crush those numbers from last year. I think that, they think that offensive coordinator Johnny Moe is going to feed Jamo. And so they wanted to get him under contract before he really blew up and he was going to cost them more.
I mean, we'll see. Like, I'm not going to use my tagline again. Chops, you talked about the salary cap. What's that phrase you always use on this show?
Funny money.
You and everybody else must think that's what this is because it's a lot of funny money, and the dude's really got to make a ton of plays. He loves the city loves him. If he puts up those type of numbers and shows off that ability, I got no issues, but it's a leap of faith by the team that this dude's going to be right. I love his mom. Miss Jamo is great on Twitter, and they have the best intentions, and I hope it all works out. So it was just a very surprising move. Like I said, the timing, how it came out, like it caught me. But keeping good football players is always a good strategy as well. So.
Don't they always seem to sneak in a last-minute contract before the season kicks off, each year? Maybe not right down to the wire like that, but I feel like that's kind of it's like a Brad always open for business Holmes kind of move. Like, hey, I'm going to sneak this in here right before the season starts. Let's go.
You mean Melvin? Melvin always open for business Holmes? You mean that guy?
Melvin Bradley Holmes? Yeah, that Holmes cooking.
And I don't mind it. And like you said, maybe this will look like the discount, but I don't feel he's got many discounts. Another Wagner classic, we'll go back to him. He calls him Bargain Bin Brad. He says he's shopping in the clearance rack. He says he's looking for those orange stickers. And I don't feel like he's got any of that on these extensions, but down the road, they could look better than they do day one, especially if your boy, Jared Goff, gives some of that money back and retools and helps the team out. but I don't feel like he's got any discounts for his own guys, but he does go to that bargain bin for, I don't know, defensive ends, free agents, guys that can help the football team at a pretty high rate. So there's that. Choppy, like, is it time to talk about Benedict? I mean, we've got a little bit of time on the second segment. We've got the tailgate. We've got the T-shirts coming in the mail. We've got signage that's being created. If we can... me can find the time. We're going to load up at the tailgate like we're going to live there for about a week. Like, it's going down, man.
I think before we dive into the Okri, I want to see if maybe you can approve this. See if I get the thumbs up from the commissioner of the podcast here. Can I offer a little bit of advice for your boy Wagner for when he makes a call here? Like, hey, Mr. Wags, when you call in or you leave a text or something, you got to drop something like "I'm on Raw" in order to get something played. Okay, like give us something unique. There it is, Stash. I didn't know how to call for it without giving it to you the choppy version, but it's definitely no "I'm on Raw," which is the breathy, majestic version. But look, if you want to get a live drop on the pod, you got to give us something like that.
Does Wagner have that in him? Like I said, he's left some legendary calls. Me and him had some funny sports talks like me and you have back and forth. But he's very intelligent, very measured. That's another reason he didn't make it on the show, Wagner. Way too measured, way too intelligent, way too calm for the Detroit Koolaid Cast. That's not what we do here. But, Chops, what we do here when we're talking about Chicago is we play guys that have takes like this.
The Bears are what we thought they were. What we thought they were. The Bears are who we thought they were.
And Chops, they showed it on Monday Night Football. An absolute choke job by Benedict and the Painted Nails quarterback. Yes, we tried to tell Joey Sports Guy to come on this show. Yes, he kind of tried. The schedules didn't work out. I told him to call the hotline. He didn't do that. He probably is still weeping like I was after our terrible loss in Green Bay. But I mean, the Chicago Bears, tell them, Charles.
That's terrible.
That was so funny to watch them lose. JJ McCarthy, again, I wish he would have went anywhere except Minnesota so I could really root for the guy. But that was tremendous. And Detroit versus Benedict is going down week 2, Ford Field, choppy chop. I can't wait.
Yeah, breaking news. I think we were trying to set this up with Joey Sports Guy for a while now, and breaking news. I think Joey Sports Guy was seen in a nail salon with his getting a mani-pedi with Caleb Williams when the JJ train crashed through the window and ran both their asses over. Look, I'm in the same boat. I love my Michigan Wolverines. I got nothing but love for JJ McCarthy. All the kid does is win. It stinks that he's in the division because I got to root for him against him, twice a season. But I think he's already on the right track. And again, just watching the Bears implode after getting all, the Twitterverse was amazing. Okay. All this JJ hate, all this Chicago Bear hype for 45 plus minutes of the game. And then all of a sudden it just went and completely turned around into what just happened here. Exactly. The price was wrong, Bob.
I got so much joy out of it too, and it makes this game even more fun coming up. We'll preview it in more detail on the Friday Kool-Aid packet, but both teams owed one. Both teams are pissed. Both teams are upset. Both teams need a dub. Dan Campbell knows Benedict. Benedict knows Dan freaking Campbell. It's going to be absolute cinema, as the kids say. I can't wait for it. Chops, we won't give... If you want the exact tailgate details, you got to hit us up on Twitter. You can find me at Derek Okrie. You know how that's spelled. DEREKOKRIE. Shoot me a message at me, hit me on the DMs and say, Okrie, I need the haps on this tailgate. Where you going to be? What's going down? I think we got a primo spot, Chops. I think we're going to get there. We've done it before.
Smart Water Alkaline with antioxidant.
Whoa, that's refreshing.
And a 9.5 plus pH for every way you move.
I did take a Spain class today.
Restoring like a pro. Smart Water Alkaline with antioxidant. For those with a taste for taste. Grab yours today.
Brooks Running reminds us that we're all powered by something. Whether it's the me-time energy of a run after a day at the office, the electrifying energy of your first marathon, or the infectious energy of a group run with your friends. No matter what energy powers you, Brooks has gear specifically designed to unleash it. So lace up and let it out. Let's run there. Visit brooksrunning.com today to learn more.
Who says you can't be the topic of conversation for all the right reasons? The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid pairs bold presence with advanced technology and sleek style. It's everything you didn't know you needed in an SUV and then some. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more.
Sweat moves you forward. Degree Antiperspirant is here to make sure it never holds you back. Clocking in, sweat. Lunch meeting, sweat. Biking home, sweat. Degree Advanced is for the hustlers who put in the sweat. The world's #1 antiperspirant with up to 72-hour sweat and odor protection. Degree, here for sweat. Try it today.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
I think we're going to do it again. First people in the lot before the sun comes up. I mean, we're going to beat the guy who takes the money or scans the passes or whatever they do these days to the lot. We might start taking people's money and scanning passes for all you know. The grill will be going. Notorious DET helped me hook up some Detroit versus Benedict shirts. We also have a Tate Rat shirt that may make it in time as well as a special couple things for the Chopster over there that I got up my sleeve for the tailgate. I mean, let me tell you something about this tailgate.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
It's R.I.P. the Hulkster. It's going to be something else, man, from top to bottom, and as much fun as we're going to have outside, just wait till we get inside Ford Field, in the greatest seats in the building, to see this football game and get a dubski. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, we're going to dive into a lot more about the specifics of the tailgate and the deep dive of the game here on the Friday Kool-Aid Packet, because we don't want to tease it too much. But yeah, people, it's going to be, like I said, just show up and shell out. Love your Lions. We're going to have tons of gimmickry going on there. You know what happens when the Chopster gets in front of the stadium. I get a little bit of Honolulu Blue flavored Kool-Aid in me, run into people, maybe, making fun of other fans, talking people about victory. You never know what's going to happen, but look, show up. We may, I heard we might even have like live mics. Maybe people can give some takes for a future show. Should be a great time.
That definitely has a good chance of happening. I mean, not only live pod content, but again, we're challenging people on the show. We have been for weeks. Like, you think this is easy to come on here, have takes, play gimmicks, make up gimmicks, have rants, opinions, not bore the people to death? Like, it ain't easy, but it's fun. So if you think you can do it, show up to the tailgate, talk some noise, laugh it up. We'll probably get you a burger, a bratski, whatever we got on the grill, and just have a good old time. So I can't wait for it, man. The football game, like you said, we can get into on the Friday packet, but the environment's going to be crazy. The thing, like you said, about everybody getting hyped, being loud, being there, remember it's 1 o'clock. So even me and you, we're used to these evening games, show up at, 1, tailgate all day long. You got to be there at the break of dawn. You got to have it rolling. The grill's got to be going by like 9, 10 a.m. at the latest. You got to have the games out. You got to have the beverages. Like, it's got to be rolling because game kicks off at 1 p.m. And then, Chops, one thing we haven't done, I'm hoping you have time with the fam and all the stuff you have going on, like, after we get this type of win, I want to see people dancing in the streets, going back to the tailgate, putting more things on the grill, throwing the football, hanging out for an extra hour or two outside, probably on a beautiful day, not just jumping in your car and heading back to the burbs or 8 Mile, wherever you're from, because I think this deserves a post-tailgate celebration. It's going to be such a fun game and a big win for the team.
Yeah, how we like to do. We like to fire up that grill post game as well. I think the last time we were there in the frozen tundra, we even hung around post game. We had to fire up the grill to warm us up a little bit because it was so darn cold in that January there after tailgating from like whatever it was 6 a.m. But no, I can't wait for it. It's going to be a good time. Always good to have good food, be around fellow Lions fans. We always make buddies. Like we hype up the show. People are always, oh, what's this Koolaid Cast? What's this? What's that? We're handing things out. We always got. You are the master when it comes to all the props, the gimmickry. I can't wait to see what you got coming up next. I don't even want to spoil it on the show because I want people to stop by the tailgate. If anybody's like lot 2 right in front of Copa by the Big Tiger, we're going to be in that general vicinity. Just walk in that general area and you're going to hear us going woo! Just follow the woos.
Woo! Hashtag choppy liking.
We're hoping to be kind of on that backside of Chili's Chili, right up against the grassy knoll, right by the sidewalk where I can holler at people. It's been a couple years since I've had that primo real estate where, like you say, we get set up shop because I bring the signage, the gimmickry, the handouts. But we just want to hang with the people. We don't want to be dealing with a bunch of boola. We don't want to, not trying to get after Bears fans and have any confrontation. Just trying to have a good old fun time, serve up Kool-Aid. Yes, we'll have cornbread. You can have 2 pieces if you come by. And we're going to have fun regardless, no matter what happens. We always have a blast. We holler at people. We play music. We have all our little setup there, and it just works out perfect. So everybody, check that out for sure. Choppy Chop, I'm all tapped out for this show. I mean, we got a packet we got to do before this week is out. We're going to have a Monday celebration show. We got the Wednesday flagship next week. Like, there's a lot of things going on with the Lions in this show. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, Oakley. We entertain for the people 3 days a week. The Kool-Aid packets are still rolling in. The flagship show on Wednesday. Appreciate the people joining us. I want to go back to something real quick before we wrap this thing up, though, and say, your boy at Chops is the D is absolutely going to be riling up the Bears fans that walk by, okay? Maybe not in a physical, confrontational kind of way, but I will be calling out. Yeah, that's right, Denny. They are who we thought we were, and I'm going to be telling every single Caleb Williams jersey exactly where they can go. I'll point them to the nearest nail salon down on 8 Mile. We can send them down to Woodward to get their hair dyed. We can figure out all that stuff. We're going to have tons of fun. We're going to have tons of hype. It's going to be 80 degrees and sunny, and nothing cools you down and makes you feel good like a double glass of Honolulu Blue Flavor Kool-Aid.
Drink it in, man. Choppy Chop, I couldn't said it better myself. Everybody, that's what we got. We'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Take care, everybody. We're out.
Rest in peace, Benedict.
Drink it in, man.